Right lads, today we're going to be doing yet another rebuild, but today we're going to be doing a rebuild with a very hard league in the Ekstraklasa. And not only that, but we're going to be taking a team that got relegated in real life and making things right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring Wisła Kraków back to its glory days, and even further, we're going to make them the European champions. So welcome to the first season as our new rebuild, Wisła Kraków. Now this team used to be big in Poland. They even won the Ekstraklasa a few times, but now they've got relegated this season. So I think I need to fix that. We won't let them get relegated. In fact, we'll make them better than they ever were. Okay lads, so the transfer window is just after finishing, and let me just show you some of these signings I have made. So first off, we sold Żukov to Ibiza for 900,000. Then we sold Kuwelic to Raków for 800,000. Bought Mukoko for 3 million from Dortmund. Then the release clause on Plevka was activated for 1.5 million. Then we sold Savic for 670,000, sold Friedrich for 840,000. Then I bought Divine from Spurs for 900,000, and then Guindo from Salzburg for 1.4 million. Sold Sadlock for 400,000, bought Lavia for 1.8 million. Sold Ondrasek to Alcorcon for 1.1 million. Sold Ring to Mialbi for 680,000. Loaned out Morchenko to CS Miovieni. Sold Poletanovic to Charlton for 1.3 million, and then I bought Sell to Demir for 1.5 million from Leverkusen. That's all the signings I have made so far. This is the starting lineup. I'm going to have to sim by these games by hand again, because if I don't, then players that I don't want to start will start because of their higher overall. I will see you after the mid-winter transfer window. Okay there lads, we're pretty much at half season now. The standings aren't looking the worst, could have been better. We're pretty much mid-table. What I expected pretty much. There isn't that big of a points difference though. We're 27 and then 4th place is on 31. So everything's still within reach apart from 1st place, because Legia's just pulling ahead there. But yeah, I think we should try and challenge for a bit of the higher spots. The squad's currently looking like this. I just have to give this guy a place, so yeah, it looks like this most of the time. Then Shot sometimes comes on instead of Gruszkowski or Guindo. Depends who I need to breast. The boys are developing pretty well. This guy who's on loan is also doing quite well, so I'm thinking I might have to try and sign him back. Okay lads, so the transfer window has just finished over here in the winter. I don't think I've changed much. I think maybe there was one sale or something like that. Let me look at most recent. So yeah, we've pretty much just sold Fazlagic. His release clause was activated. He's gone to FC Dallas for 1.1 million. For the squad, it currently looks like this. Not much has changed, still the same boys start. Skvarka has been doing surprisingly well, considering he's 29, he's actually developed quite a bit as well. Okay lads, so we're just into the next season here. It's just started, I haven't played any games or anything, it's just still pre-season. This is what the squad looks like after a season. We're going to be trying to sign back the right winger we had. So the player I'm going to be trying to sign the most is Georgi Tsitaishvili. He's a player from Georgia playing for Dynamo Kiev. As you can see, his stats are quite good. He's 75 overall, would be the highest in our team once again. And I will be trying to sign him up for us again. I'm also looking at strengthening my defense, because it's not looking too good. Possibly a new goalkeeper and maybe a new centre mid. So overall, I would be needing 3 positions. It's between the defender and the centre mid. I'm not sure. I know Divine has quite big potential, but I'm not sure if I can get him to that in time for him to be good enough for me. I'll be back to you once the transfer window is over, and we'll see what we can do from there. Okay lads, welcome back to Wisła. So there is a few things that changed since we last saw each other. The boys have developed quite a bit. Some new signings have happened, so let's go on to that side of things. Okay, if we look at our transfer history, first big signing ever, K. Taylor from Ajax. 6.5 million I paid for him, 73 rated, he's worth 7.5. Second signing was Shakon from Dep Tashira for 4 million. I wanted to get back the right winger that I had, but he's gone up so much in value that I couldn't afford him even if I sold half my club. So I decided to sign this guy instead. He's worth 3.8 mil, 70 rated, not bad. I'm assuming he's fairly high potential. I then sold our aging goalkeeper Kieszek to Fuenlabrada for 120,000. It's not much, but I just wasn't bothered to pay his wages. I then got this guy called Prieto on a free centre back worth 2.8 mil, 70 rated, new starting centre back. Then I got Sedlacek, also a new centre back worth 3.5 mil, 70 rated, starting now. Got him on a free. I then got a backup keeper for for a free again. Worth 700,000, 66 overall, not the worst. I then loaned that one of our youngsters, Adeyemi, to Śląsk Wrocław. I know I shouldn't be loaning out to teams in Ekstraklasa, but might as well. I then sold our 30-year-old midfielder, Skwarka, to Shanghai Port for 750,000. He was alright for us last season. I just didn't see a place for him in the squad, and he still has a bit of playing left in him, so didn't want to keep him here. And I then got a backup striker, Andrei, on a free, 69 rated, 3 million. Not bad. Always can sell these lads for profit as well, which is what I might do. Now, there's also another thing that's happened since. We are first in the league, leading by 1 point after 6 games. We also have Mukoko, who scored 4 goals so far. He's one of the top scorers in the league. I'm assuming he will be for the rest of the season because he's been on a mad streak. And I guess that's it for the updates. I will see you at half season again. Okay lads, welcome to half season. Here we see the squad right now. Sadly, Taylor at some point must have picked up an injury and he's gonna be gone for a while, it seems. Not a bother though, because at least Devin's getting more time. Another good thing is that we are currently still first in the league. We only lost 1 game this season. Welcome back guys. As you can see, we've won the Ekstraklasa for the first time this season. Only took us 2 seasons. Not bad, I'd say. We had quite a big advantage. We did lose 2 more games, so I guess that's not a bad thing. For the cup run, wrong one. As for the cup run, we went to... Well, we didn't win it. Not the semis. We lost in the quarters to Pogoń. I guess that's not bad. I wasn't expecting to win this season anyways. Shakon scored 16 and got 3 assists. Top scorer. Mukoko got 14, not bad. Adre got 13 coming in. Off the bench, I'm assuming. They must have been playing interchanging a lot or coming off the bench. Because he didn't play all the games either. Stajinski got 5. Taylor got 4, even though he was injured for a good bit. Not bad then. Assists wise, Sertemir was the highest with 8. Then it was Taylor, Stajinski, Shakon, and Guindo. I guess that's all I can show you for now. We're going to be playing in the Champions League next season. And I'll be back to you once the transfer window is over and I can actually start the new season. Okay, so if all the transfers pretty much out of the way, this is the current squad. I don't think much is going to change here anymore. It's going to probably stay like this for a good while. So we started off by signing Bazunu for 8.2 million. I used him in my last rebuild. I just really like him, so why not use him again? Then I sold Shot for 2 million. Loaned out Gonzalez. Got Davidson on a free. He's a centre mid, 71 rated. Then I sold Shota for 2.2 million to Ghent. Then I bought Bino Gittins for 7.6. Sold Pellegrini for 1.1. Loaned out Adeyemi. Sold Divine for 5.4. Bought Stergiu for 4.3. And then I got Pineda on a free. That's pretty much the transfer window out of the way. Current standings are, we are first in the Ekstraklasa. We got knocked out of the Champions League in the qualifiers, but we are in the Europa League. And this is our group. I'd say it's doable. It's gonna be tough though. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you at half season again. Right lads, so the season has just finished. I didn't do the half season sum up because nothing interesting was going to happen there anyway. That's how we're gonna do it from now on. One big thing. I guess we've won the league by quite a margin, so we're doing better in that regard. We finished with a 46 goal difference, so only 31 goals against. Not too bad. We've managed to not concede as many goals as last season, I'm pretty sure. The 2 top scorers in the league were Chakon and Mukoko, our players. As for the other competitions, well, they didn't go that well. As you already know, we got knocked out of the Champions League in the playoffs. So for the Europa League run, well, as you know, we didn't get to final. So let me show you the group. We topped our group, which was with Hoffenheim, Helsinki, and Olympic Marseille. Then in the preliminary round, we didn't play in because we got out first. And then we got drawn against Fenerbahce, winning 3-2 on aggregate. Then the quarterfinals, we got TSG Hoffenheim. And this time we didn't manage to get the better of them. We've lost 5-2 on aggregate. Still not a bad run. We got to the quarterfinals in our first season of European football, which isn't too bad. We'll be in the Champions League qualifiers once again next season. Another competition we were in was the Polish Cup, and that hasn't gone to plan either really. Well, we got into round 2 automatically and we won against Kraków, and then we lost 2-1 in the quarterfinals against Górnik Łęczna. I think we should be winning this next season, hopefully. I think we have a good enough squad to do that even right now, and with the upgrades that I'm planning to do, we might be able to actually achieve something in Europe too. Possibly semi-finals of Europa League this time, or maybe even qualify for Champions League. Who knows? The signings that I'm planning to make are going to be a centre back, a right back, and possibly a better centre mid. I will see you at the start of next season when the transfer window closes, so you see what we have signed. Okay lads, so welcome back. The transfer window has just ended. As you can see here, this is our current squad. We've got Mukoko still up front, 85 overall at this stage. Bino Gittins still on left mid, 78 rated. In centre mid, currently there's Sir Demir because Mother is tired, but we have Mother. We have Taylor still, Lavia, and then on right mid, we have Shakon. Right back, Mendoza. Centre back, we're playing Stergiu, Prieto, or Cerezo, depending on who's less tired. And then left back, we have Gindo. In goals, still Bazunu, 81 rated now. So the first thing I did was I signed Cerezo on a free, 76 rated, valued at 8 million. Not bad. I've then signed Mendoza, 36 million worth. He has 40k wages because I may or may not have put it in the wrong column. It's fine, it's whatever. I then signed Mother from Brighton for 16 million. I think that's a bit of a steal. He's worth 20. Sold Sedlacek to Sporting for 9.7 million. He capped at 76 and wasn't going to develop for another like 3-4 months, so I wasn't bothered keeping him. I've then also sold Pineda, who was a 71 rated 20-year-old centre back for 2.9 mil, more than he was worth. Not bad. Then loaned out Duda, a left back that has fairly high potential for us. Loaned out Alves, 73 rated centre mid. I've then loaned out Adeyemi, a left mid, 69 rated, 3.2 million worth, pretty high potential as well. I then loaned out Jason Knight for 7 mil, who's worth 7 million. Okay, so a few of the transfers I think I've missing because it doesn't say that I signed Jason Knight. I think I signed him for 6.5 million if I'm correct. And now there's a big thing that has changed. Remember last season we got knocked out of the Champions League in the playoff rounds. This time we have qualified for it, and this is our group. I honestly do not think we're gonna get through this. It's a very, very tough group. I'll be happy to finish third and get back into the Europa League, which is honestly what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I guess I'll see you at the end of the season, or unless that half season something interesting happens. So yeah, I'll see you then. Well lads, so another season has just finished, and this is what the team looks like right now. We've got Mukoko on 88 rating, Shakon on 86, Taylor 81, Mother 81, Lavia 83, Bino Gittins 81, Gindo 81, Cerezo 77, Stergiu 80, Mendoza 83, Bazunu 84. So as to transfers that have happened over this while, I think last time I left she was with Knight. So then we've loaded down Davidson to West Ham, sold Prieto for 15 million to Porto, Colley to Norwich for 2.4, loaned out Gonzalez to Pogoń, loaned out Morchenko, and that's about it apparently. I think I loaned out a few more players that just isn't showing, but nothing major anyways. As you can see, we've managed to win the league once again. It's not really a surprise at this point, is it? Top scorer in the league was Mukoko with 24 goals. And to check the top assists, it was some guy from Radom, and Shaklon was next with 8 assists. Mendoza was also up there, and so was Mother. So I guess the boys didn't do terribly. The other competitions we were in were the Puchar Kraju, which we went in through round 2 instantly. 4-2 win against Zagłębie, then 1-0 against Jagiellonia, 3-1 against Radomiak Radom, and then we've won 4-2 against Kraków. So it's our first big trophy. As for the Champions League, we went into the group stage against Atletico Madrid, Monaco, and AZ. We came second with 8 points and -1 goal difference. In the round of 16, we got very unlucky and sadly got Real Madrid in our matchup. We lost 3-1 on aggregate, and that's as far as we went this season. Madrid then went on as far as the semi-finals, so I guess that's not too bad to lose to a team like that. Mukoko seems to have played in all the games. He scored 35 goals this season, got 10 assists. Shakon 16 goals, Bino Gittins 15, Taylor 10, and then Stasinski 8. As for assists, we have got 10 on Mukoko, 9 on Mendoza, 9 on Gittins, 8 on Chacon, 7 on Mother, and 5 on Taylor. Okay lads, so the transfer window is just after ending here. This is what the squad looks like at the start of the season. You can already see a couple changes to the squad. First of all, I signed Fofana, and then I also got Isco on a free. As the season started, we got an offer from Mother, who I sold instantly for 48 million. He's still not worth more than that. He hasn't developed for the past, whatever, 2 months. So I don't think that's a bad deal at all. I then signed Wesley Fofana for 63 million. I know it's the biggest transfer we've had, but I really think he has the potential to be something great and probably stay in the club to the end of the whole save. Another thing we did was we signed Chukwuemeka from Aston Villa for 10 million plus Jason Knight. Jason wasn't going to develop anymore, so I think it was a fair enough move to sell it, to use him like that. I then sold Vacek for 19 million. 77 or a 20-year-old. It's not the best. I then got Isco on a free actually. I pay him 20,000 a week. It isn't the least, it isn't the most. I know he's 33 years old, but he's 82 rated and he will do me until the youngsters develop into something better. And he was on a free, so you can't really go wrong with that. I then loaned out our second goalkeeper because he wasn't getting enough playtime, and I feel like he deserves to get some more playtime. He's not that bad potential, so might as well loan him out. I then loaned out Morchenko and loaned out Alves, and that's pretty much all that has happened. I think that is not all that happened. There's one more thing that this isn't showing. I've signed Vukovic, who's a 79-year-old, who's a 79 rated 18-year-old. He plays in the centre mid position, although that may change. I'll see what I can develop him into. But yeah, he's quite good. I think I threw in Chukwuemeka, I think like 10 million or something like that, and like 8% sell on. It was something like that. It wasn't a bad deal considering he's like 39 million worth, I think, or something like that. I think it's a fair enough deal, and I think this squad will bring us to maybe some trophies potentially again, and maybe a bit further in the Champions League. Right, well, I guess I will see you at the end of the season or at half season if something interesting happens. Okay lads, the season has just ended and this is what the squad looks like. So Mukoko is now 92 rated, Chacon has went up to 89, Taylor 83, Lavia 88, Vukovic 81, Bino Gittins 84, Gendo 83, Fofana 86, Sergio 82, Mendoza 88, and Bazunu 89. So some exciting things happened this season. I guess the first one I'm going to show you is the standings of the Ekstraklasa. We've came first, 8 points ahead of Legia. Seems like they haven't been doing too bad for themselves if they're that close to us. I'm pretty sure we've lost a lot more games than we have previously as well. We've lost 4. Puchar Kraju we won. And now for the Champions League, I guess we aren't in the finals, but we've topped our group. We've won against pretty much everyone. That's a lie. So our first game was against Bayern, we won 4-1. Then we won against Porto 2-1. Lost to Olympiacos 2-0. Won against Olympiacos 4-1. Won against Bayern 2-1. And then we drew 3-3 to Porto. Not bad. Then the round of 16 we got drawn against Barcelona. We won 2-1 in the last game and 3-0 in the first game. On aggregate 5-1. Quarterfinals we got drawn against PSG. Won the first game 2-0. Well, drew the first game 1-1, then won the second game 2-0, 3-2 on aggregate. Then the semis we got against Atletico, and we lost to them on penalties in the second leg. A bad way to go out. We could have been in the final for the first time, but there's always next season. Just going to check, top scorer is obviously Mukoko, but this time something interesting happened. So Mukoko was first, 22 goals, and then Chacon and Bino Gittins were drawn on second place with 16 goals each. So yeah, that has never happened before. Now it has. Chacon also had the most assists. Lavia and Bino were also up there. So was Taylor, Mendoza. Yeah, the boys have been doing pretty well for themselves. Let's just look at their individual stats in all the competitions. So the most goals go to Mukoko with 36, then Chacon with 25 and Bino Gittins with 23, and then Sertemir and the rest didn't get in the double digits. Assists, Chacon got the most with 12, Mendoza second with 10, and then Sertemir with 9, Taylor, Bino and Lavia with 7. Okay lads, so the transfer window has just finished and this is what the updated squad looks like.
So up front we still have Mukoko, 93 rated now. Left mid still Gittins, right mid Chacon. Centre mid Gavi and Gonzalez. The duo from Barcelona has signed for us now. Lavia still plays in centre back and nothing has changed in the centre back line. No, I've signed Timber. 85 rated and he is 25 years old. I know he's a bit old, but centre backs develop for a long time. Like Fofana is 25 as well and he's improved quite a bit since I've signed him. So yeah, I've got a few free transfers as well. So I've got this guy called Tavares, 17, 80 rated. Campos, 18, 83. Vukovic was already signed for us. This guy, 1972. And then I've also got this guy, 78 and 19. Not the worst, not the best. I started off by signing Gavi for 35 million plus Sartemir. It wasn't a bad transfer in my opinion. It actually is a big upgrade. Sartemir was 80 rated, Gavi's 84. And also similar age, I'm pretty sure. Then I loaned out Adeyemi, sold Cerezo, one of our centre backs, for 21.999999 million because they wouldn't accept 22, so I went for that number and they accepted it. Makes sense, I know, right? 78 rated. He was gonna be sitting on the bench anyway. He wasn't developing for me, so selling him was the only option. I've then loaned out one of our goalkeepers. I then bought Timber for 42 million plus Sturgio. I know Sturgio was really good, but he isn't as good as Timber and wasn't ever going to be as good as Timber, so it's an upgrade. Then I sold Marchenko, a left mid, to Raya Vallecano for 7 million. And then I sold Krejci for 5.6. Got Royas on a free, loaned up Biegański. Sold Sikora for 1.7. Loaned out Barta. Sold Alves, centre mid, 77 rated for 20 million. Not bad, he was 23, wasn't going to get much better. And then I've got Gonzalez with the money from that. Including Taylor, who was the same age as him, but one overall down. And I think Gonzalez has a higher potential anyway. So it's not a bad deal in my opinion. Now, I haven't been showing you really at this stage what's been happening, so I'll show you now. Well, basically, American Cups of preseason didn't go to plan. More than half of our players were out on international, so there was no way we're gonna play. So we only got one win in it. We are currently second, 1 point behind Shlonsk, which is not a big deal. We're gonna go ahead of them, and our Champions League group has been decided. We have Inter, Hoffenheim, and Bruges. So technically easier than it was last season. We should get through with no problems. We'll see how it will go though. And I will see you at the end of the season or a half season if anything interesting happens. Right lads, so what we have here is the Champions League final. The first final we are in. The team that we're against is Leverkusen. Now I think this could be where the journey ends. The boys here could win this, but let's find out. We've won the Champions League, lads. We've done it. Wisła Kraków has gone and won the Champions League. I cannot believe my eyes. Let's just do a quick recap of the season before hunting. So we've absolutely smashed the Ekstraklasa. Nothing new here. We've won the Puchar Kraju, obviously. And we've also now won the Champions League. Let's look at the stats of the players here. So the most scored was Chacon, or Chacon, whatever you want to call him. Bino Gittins and then Mukoko. Surprising, kind of. Gavi was also up there. Assists, Chacon was also on top. Gavi and Bino were pretty close. So was Mendoza and Mukoko. Right, lads, so this happened within 6 years, I think. The season starts in 2021. It's 2027 now. And it's just insane. We've managed to win against Leverkusen in the finals. The teams before that were even crazier. We got... I'm not going to show you the Champions League whole thing like I usually do.
Right, so in the group stage, we came second behind Inter. Then in the round of 16, we got drawn against Liverpool and just about scraped a victory, 5-4 on aggregate. In the quarterfinals, we were faced against Manchester City. We again scraped a victory, 3-2 on aggregate. Semi-finals, we've once again scraped victory, 5-4 on aggregate against Real Madrid. And the final, we won just barely again against Leverkusen, 2-1. This team, the team that you see on your screen right now, is what managed to win the Champions League. There's one more thing we need to try and do, and that is to win the Super Cup. I'll be back to you when that is on, and then we're gonna end it. Right, lads, so this is the Super Cup. Even though there is some difficulties as Timber is injured and Gavi has a red card, we are still going to win this, in my opinion at least. I know when we do, it's gonna be all over, and Wisła will have that crown on top of its logo for a reason, as they will be kings of football. Let's do this. We've won 3-2. Not the most flattering scoreline, but it's a win in the end. Wisła has went and restored, first of all, its domestic dominance. They've proved that they can play at the top level of Ekstraklasa. They've won it every single time since the second season onwards. We've won the Champions League. We've won a pre-season this season, surprising. We usually don't win pre-seasons. And we've now won the UEFA Super Cup, proving we are the best team in Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done it. I've completed yet another rebuild. Next one on the list, Irish rebuild with a little bit of a twist. You'll see what it is. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.